I'm proud of the moment. I'm sad about the moment, but I believe that she has demonstrated why she should be on that bench.
She was prepared for this because of her life experiences in a way that I can't even begin to understand.
Don't despair, because when she got asked the question, the one thing that's most important, it was persevere. So, I feel a great sense of joy watching KBJ, because it's just easier to say her that way. And what I think is as much as I felt joy, I felt this great sense of disappointment and sadness, just overwhelming sadness. And when I looked at her and the grace that she has had, her composure, her temperament, you cannot help but be so proud. But at the same time, when you look at these men, particularly white men, and the way that they are positioning her and the way that they are asking questions of her, it is so disheartening and it is so sad. And I think all of us were in awe when we listened to Cory Booker talk about her. And I cried. But I know that every single woman, whether you were a Black woman, a white woman, an independent woman, and I'd like to think even Republican women who have empathy, who have a soul, who have a sense of caring, who have a sense of what it's like to be a woman, would have cried too. And at the end of the day, you would feel some sort of shame about what has happened. But don't despair, because when she got asked the question, the one thing that's most important, it was persevere. And I think that's what we all do. And I'm proud of the moment. I'm sad about the moment, but I believe that she has demonstrated why she should be on that bench.
Yeah, I cried. I cried. I still cry. I said this to Gary. I don't know if I'm right or not. I said, I'm a white woman. I've always been a white woman. I walk around in this body. And so I'm treated a different way, In a way, she was prepared for this because of her life experiences in a way that I can't even begin to understand. Do you think that's right?
No matter who you are. And I sometimes feel like when we celebrate women, we celebrate women who have achieved great heights. I have great respect for that. But there is also the everyday woman who walks around in whatever skin she walks in. I choose to talk about Black women. I'm a Black woman. The things that I do every single day, the skin that I walk around in every single day, the skin that I walked around in for 26 years at Bank of America, is perseverance. Mm-hmm. And even if you haven't achieved the heights, the person who is at the retail counter, the person who works at the department store, we all have stories. And I'd like them one day to celebrate women who haven't achieved that level of success, but every single day that they get out of bed and go to work, take care of their children and family, is a day that ought to be celebrated with all the rest.
So Senator Booker used his time to take that moment. And frankly, his theme for the week was joy no matter what. Like he was going to celebrate that and remind us all to celebrate that. And thank goodness for him, right? That was great. How the other Democrats spent their time. How did you feel about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I do think it was important that they corrected some of the record. And I did see some of them correct the record. And I think that was really important. And I also think that it was important for them to just sort of summarize what this was all about. I'm going to say this, we have to know our stuff. And sometimes we have an opportunity to know our stuff better. Just like the Republicans prepared, we should do all of the same preparation. What are they going to ask? What are we going to need to prepare for? What are we going to need to rebuke? All of that. And I think we can always do a better job at that. But I also think that it is important every single day on TV, we should have a side-by-side of Kavanaugh being confirmed and KGB being confirmed, because his confirmation his actions in that were just beyond the pale. He screeched, he yelled, he gave a sermon back to them. He bounced back with questions. When they asked him a question, he said, well, what about you? I mean, can you imagine if Judge Brown had done that? Can you imagine what that would have been like? We'd be having the conversation today. So I just think that it is important. It is important every single day that we show who they are. And I do think that we have an opportunity. Your question was, how did the Democrats do? But just going beyond that, we have an opportunity every single day to show who they are. And we should be showing who they are every single day.